a night U.S., and that we had to really work at it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, for $90 U.S.
Yeah, and you didn't stay in town, did you?
No.
How'd you book it? Just different ways? I used
Online.
hotels.com, yeah.
We used booking.com.
We used Booking.
They're good,
They're
aren't
really
they?
good.
The
Yeah.
irony was we'd look forward to a place, and there was something wrong with it. It didn't have Wi-Fi, didn't have a hot water, whatever it was. Then I'd change that
No,
night. We
most
got to
of
get
the time-
somewhere.
on-
I'd
most
look
of
it
the
up
time-
fast. The ones I got the night before ended up being the best, which is really weird. You
Wow.
never know.
On
Yeah,
booking.com.
You mean if you waited for last minute, the price went up?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm saying we had a place we thought was going to be good. It wasn't good. I had to get on here, get a place for the next night.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, the night before, those places ended up the really interesting places.
Oh, okay.
Instead of, I don't know why.
Huh.
They were open.
Yeah.
The Manalo place?
Yeah.
We stayed in this little cove. It was just gorgeous. It was one of our favorite experiences because you wake up in the morning and there's these little boats out there and you're on this
Oh,
cove.
that's cute.
And they're fishing. They're doing mussels out on the boats in
there's
the
a lot
morning.
to see, and
it's
there's
a whole
water.
lifestyle. It's a
front.
real
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Oh, it's a
right?
fishing town, yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah,
hard to
is.
get
That's
to.
it. That's what they do for a living.
To drive down this road was just really something. But anyway,
Yeah.
we ended up staying there 5 nights altogether, and I got that the night before when I left some other place, and then we had to switch another place. We went to this national park in the middle of Croatia, and I got this place that's a sobe, which means it's a local family rents out rooms. They
Yeah.
live next to it. They have that in every country, but they're called something different in every country. And this was like a wood chalet in the middle of a natural area out in the middle of nowhere. And we had so much fun there.
Is it a breakfast included? or-
No,
it's
it
not a
doesn't have
B&B.
breakfast. But it
okay.
was like, $30 or $40. It was cheap.
cheap,
And-
yeah.
And everyone that was in there we met, they're from
And we found a
Slovakia
great
and
meeting
all
place
over
there.
the place.
Sure.
Everybody's friendly because that's just the way they are because you're
They
passing
travel
them.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way they travel. And the lady would bring us food. She didn't have enough of a kitchen to make a breakfast, but we'd come back from this national park. She'd bring us food and things to drink. How are you? And she'd bring all this stuff. And this lady was just a riot. It's like
That's good.
it's one of these places where you leave and she's hugging you and she's waving goodbye and I'm taking a picture of him with them. And like that's just the way they are. These sobe things are really fun. But I got that the night before.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you never know when you travel. You don't know some things happen, you don't know how they happened, and then other things you expect and it doesn't work out. It's like so strange, but this one time we went across, I was going to tell you on the ferry, then we're going into Tuscany and we're thinking, this is going to be so relaxing to go to this place. This is probably going to be one of our best places, this agriturismo on a farm in Tuscany. Well, we could not find this place.
Oh, really?
I mean, we drove, to make a long story short, we wasted a whole day finding this place. We got off the ferry, we drove into Tuscany, drove around for hours, and then we got really determined, look, we can find this place. Then you said, look, we're going to find this place no
Yeah.
matter what.
So it was a car ferry. You took the car.
Yeah, we took the car
Okay.
ferry, and then we're driving all over the place. We're stopping at wineries. We're saying, do you know this place?
Does
They'd
anyone
call
know
on
it?
the phone. They'd say, look, there's a sign out there in the middle of nowhere, this big, that
Somebody
says such and such. It only
somebody-
meant the county. It wasn't the name of
Oh,
the place.
no.
Well, anyway, to make a long story.
Yeah, we found a guy that called for us.
Yeah.
Good.
And he didn't get they told him there was a little sign, which
And
was,
when we called, we were like 25 miles from the place.
well, anyway,
Oh,
we
wow.
finally, I don't
we
know
were not
how.
close.
We were asking neighbors, we were asking people. We finally, I don't even know how we found this place. We drove up, there's no sign.
It's just a house.
Yeah.
It's just a house.
Yeah, I've run into wineries
It's
like
no
that.
taxes. See what they're doing?
Yeah.
It's
they
on
didn't
the
want
internet
anyone
that
to
it's the
know.
name of this agriturismo and everything, and it's
Yeah.
not.
It's a false.
We got
It's
neighbors
false.
in Portland that do that. They rent a room out of their house
Are they
on
on
Airbnb.
Are they on TripAdvisor and all that?
No,
These people are on
Airbnb. You should look at that. You can stay in people's houses.
there. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
nationwide. I mean, worldwide, but it works here.
Yeah, we've talked to people that do that. We talked to somebody that did that in Las Vegas. They rent houses. But anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, we just wasted a lot of time. And I said to her when I met her, I said, where's your sign? And she just didn't answer me.
Yeah.
Because by then I was a little perturbed. We really wasted a day, looking for this place.
Yeah,
And then they say, okay, here's the password for the internet. Internet won't go on.
will
They
not-
don't have internet.
It works in somewhere, but it doesn't work in our
Oh,
room.
probably right
It doesn't
next
work
to
in
their
our room.
bedroom.
It
Yeah.
works somewhere else.
If you stand
okay, there's
in
always
front-
an excuse.
Yeah,
Back in their
yeah.
entrance.
Then I
It
said,
works.
hey, buddy, we're leaving.
I know what
Right
you're
off the bat,
saying.
by then I got the message on the internet. We're not going to hassle the internet. We're going to just leave.
Yeah.
We're going to go somewhere else, But anyway,
It's a mess.
it's just, and then there was this other time we had to drive up north and we were going to go somewhere else and we got caught on the autostrada. There was an accident and we couldn't get off the autostrada. And so we couldn't get over to where we were going.
The exits are like 20 miles apart.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then if
so
there's
you're
an accident,
screwed if you miss
can't
it.
get off.
If you're on
Wow.
this thing and if something happens,
No, but I couldn't
you
get
cannot
off.
get off.
No, I was like on the third
What
lane.
if you miss it?
You missed it. We
We
missed the whole
missed
thing.
one.
I said we're planning a new trip. We missed Luca. We were going to go to Luca, one of our favorite places. We missed Luca. Where are we going
Did
now?
you use that thing over there?
No,
Or
we
you
didn't
didn't have
have
Europe
it. That
map?
was
We
a
bought
Oh,
this when I
yeah.
got home.
That would
we
really
were
help.
really lost.
Yeah.
I've got one that has the Europe maps, and
You
that
have
one
to have
you could offload that map and load a Europe map on that when you go to Europe. That one you bought.
Oh yeah, that's great. Because we met some people the first night we were there. They had GPS, and they said they wouldn't have made it without GPS. They'd never been to Europe. They were driving all over the place, starting out in Sweden and going way down to Rome and everything else. But
And if even you're on a bus, it'll let you know if you missed your stop or something,
Wow.
because you'll go. Well,
anyway, so then we decided, and then we changed our whole trip because we missed the turnoff. Once we got to Italy, there were kind of these disasters going on, And
political disasters or what?
Then I mean, first we couldn't find the place.
Oh,
Then we didn't like the place, and that was going to be the place we
Yeah,
stayed for a few
exactly,
days. Then we
yeah.
decided we got to leave, and then we got stuck in the accident on the autostrada, couldn't get off. That's the end of that trip. We're not going to Lucca. Where are we going now? We whip out the map. We were literally sitting on this road for 6 hours.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Hopefully
know.
that was just one day.
yeah, but it was it's your vacation.
Yeah, it's
it's
yeah.
like-
You didn't pay for
It's
that.
not the
I
way
know.
you want to spend your vacation. So then we're saying, don't worry, we'll go to Verona. We always like Verona. We're going to go to Verona. It's a huge place. We're going to go to Verona.
Yeah.
They'll have so many places to stay,
Yeah.
I mean, and now it's a huge place. It didn't used to be a huge place. And then we're driving through these little towns on the way to Verona, and I'm saying, maybe we should stop here. These are cute little towns. These are nice. They have little places to eat right here. We could just walk to it. And he says, no. We got to go to Verona.
Mistake.
So, because the big cities are always twice as much or something. So I don't know why we didn't stop. So then we drive into Verona. I drive into this Ibish, which is a chain over there, it used to be like $80.
Oh, it's a hotel.
Yeah, it's an Ibish chain. It's a kind of a cute little jazzy place. We
Yeah.
stayed in a bunch of them in Portugal.
I think they have them in Mexico too.
They have them all over. And anyway, I think they have them in France too. And so then I run in, 129 euros without breakfast. Breakfast is 15 euros.
And euros like $2, right? Or
No,
close.
it's
140.
like
$1.40. Okay.
$1.40 or
It was just way too
This
expensive.
is just a little tiny new place. It's just a big, a chain building, nothing
Yeah.
interesting. And so with 15 euros, 145 times 140 is what?
I don't know. It's a lot of money.
Well, we're getting up to 160 or
$200.
something. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
For
It's
just,
$200.
and it was just in the middle of a city. It wasn't even pretty or anything. So I walk in. The guy says, "Full." I said, "This whole place is full." Full. So then we drive to another place. I go in. He says, "Full." I said, "Why is it full?"
You
He
got
says,
something going on.
"All of Verona is full."
Oh,
I
really?
said, "All of
Yeah,
Verona?"
you can't trust them. Like you say, they
He
lie.
says,
but-
"Why?" He
Yeah.
says, "Marble Festival."
Oh, man.
International. This is like a
Oh,
major.
really? They
I mean,
flew
I
in
just
from.
didn't know about the marble festival.
Yeah.
Marble bars. of
It's
the
a big
world.
deal
Well,
because
we
that's
were
what they do in
buying
Italy.
marble.
They have all this marble and everything, and all these carvings, So I said, "Where do I go?" He says, "Lake Garda." We have to go way. By then, it's getting
It's
dark.
a lake.
It's
Oh.
getting dark, and we can't see any signs. There's no neon signs there or anything. We can't see anything. And we're going to Lake Garda. I said, "How can we go to Lake Garda? This is like another hour and a half up there. We don't have a place to stay." So
Yeah.
we drive north of Verona, and all of a sudden I look over, and there's this place called Agriturismo. It was kind of funny because we just had this bad experience with this other place. And there's this guy standing out in the parking lot, and I I said, that's it. And I made a U-turn. I said, this is where we're staying. You know, I just had this feeling that here was this place. This is our place. So we pull in, and there's guy standing there, and he's Indian, and he speaks English.
Sure.
Very
They
smart.
always do.
He's at the Marble Festival.
Yeah.
You know, what else? So he goes and finds the lady for us. She's doing something in one of the other units or something. Don't worry, I'll get the lady. We'll get you in here.
Good.
Well, it turns out they're full. And she calls the people that were supposed to show up that night, and she says, look, are you coming or are you not coming? Because there's people standing right here who really need a place.
Yeah.
Can you imagine she did this for us? This lady was
Oh,
so...
she called
the
somebody
people
to see
that
if
had
they
a
canceled.
reservation. Yeah. Are you coming? Are you not coming?
Right.
If you're not coming, I have people here that
Who
really
want
need
it.
a place.
Yeah.
And they said, we're not coming.
Oh, you
So
luck.
we just lucked out. But this was our gift after we went through this other thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and this lady was so nice. She like remade the bed for us, and there was all this decoration in it. And she ran around, and he got him change for the coffee machine. I mean, she was just like so friendly and so nice to us. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice place.
things like that happen, you know.
Really a nice apartment is what it was.
Yeah, but here was a place we didn't even have the reservation on that one, and it was a really nice place. I said, now what can we do and stay here? Which we were kind of in between Verona and like Lake Garda or something. There really was nothing around there unless you just did wineries or something. But we wanted to get up further north. But you know what we found was it was just so crowded and just. It was end of September by then. It was still crowded everywhere. It's twice as crowded as the last time.
Is that like high season for them?
Well, now September is high season, yeah.
It used to be that it was a shoulder
September
season.
used to be a shoulder season.
No longer.
No longer, no.
It's full.
And like in Croatia, they have very questionable, they're right on the Adriatic Sea, so they have all this questionable weather. You know, sometimes June is completely raining all of June.
Really?
So they have July, August, September, and sometimes it rains in September.
Well,
So they
your
got
weather
2.5
was
months
great,
of high
wasn't it?
season. What?
Yeah, your weather was good. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we got good weather. We lucked out. We were there but right after we left there, it got bad.
Storm came in.
The third week of September. We already knew what the weather was. We always look at the weather and stuff. So when we went to this last Manila place that we really liked, he says, the weather starts to get bad in 5 days. And I said, yes, I know that. That's why we're staying 3 nights or something. Because once it gets bad, it's all over. It's raining.
Oh, the whole season changes.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's gone. I mean,
Not just
you know.
this little place.
I mean, this Adriatic coast is so spectacular. I
It's a
mean,
weather shift.
everyone goes there just to drive down the coast and see these coves and these beautiful little towns on the water and these mountains jutting up out of the water. I mean, it's just, and these peninsulas and islands all over the place. It's just an absolute haven for sailors.
Really?
Oh yeah, the people just go there. I mean, I don't care what country they're from. That's where they go, the Adriatic coast. But it's so beautiful, you know. And everybody. The problem is, everybody goes there for 2 months, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know. And if you don't get good weather, you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, once the bad weather blows in, that's it. But also, everybody goes. Everybody knows about it.
Did
and
you
they all
set
go
this
there.
back?
Yeah, it's in a way